baby.
I don't like how Dame getting handled. But in the same time, is getting old and gotta watch a lot of say too. But I don't like the fact that Dame is the first that I seen stand up against them people. I know everybody seen backstage.
Yeah, we saw that video. It's iconic.
When that
was
dog walking.
Don't
need y'all fucking money. Who is y'all?
We put this tour together ourselves.
Yeah, we put this
You want to come jump on the tour nice and successful and bring jacket.
Yep.
Let me, boy, I gotta throw my fucking head down. These same that he was defending the cracker now, man. You defending the same cracker he was dog walking. Everything that told you that them crackers was gonna do, he was shitting on them crackers right then. Shitting on them every chance he got. He dog walking and let them know you a visitor.
But did that help him because his own black people?
This the thing.
His own black people.
This the thing.
Okay,
this what they did again.
Yeah.
We got a price, my. One thing a guy that a white boy don't got,
he got a price.
Is a price.
You got a price.
And what the white folks gonna do? What you don't know what societies do? What they did for years? They got things called 50-year plans. They got 100-year plans, and they got 150-year plans. This is what we finna do.
My grandson. Think about it. My grandson gonna enslave y'all.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I'm dead.
That's what I'm finna do.
Rip off of that.
That house you in, I'm gonna put you on a 30-year mortgage. After 30 years, that shit gonna go back to the bank. I run the bank. You can enjoy that right now.
But my son gonna have that shit.
My son gonna be the making you pack all this shit you all.
But Kyleon,
when I'm old and I'm gonna watch you.
But we have to adopt that because our culture wants instant gratification, especially when it's for self. We get ecstatic for the result to come.
That's why we got a number.
Yeah. However, the white people, if the white person looks like a bum, but he lays out the plan for his great-grandson to be the man, he gets a sense of pride.
So you know what we gotta do?
We have to adopt that.
We gotta teach that.
Yes.
And it's some that can teach that. My grandfather here in Houston is one of the most prominent black men in the state of Texas. My grandfather was on the front line for everything. That's why I'm so vocal about a lot of shit, because I come from it. When y'all see the shit that Bun just did, when you see what Bun did at the rodeo, I can talk my shit and pop my shit. Bun wouldn't have been able to do that if my granddaddy didn't create that. My grandfather created the Black Go Texan Committee within the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo to bring black entertainment there. My mother's father done that. My mother's father is on the Houston Sports Authority and Committee and had a seat at the table. But he was a black activist too. When you talk about the El Franco Lees, when you talk about the Mickey Lelands, when you talk about the Black Panther movement, my grandfather was on the front line. My grandfather was on the front line to create a union just like the mob do. To make sure black folks had jobs, to make sure black Democrats and Republicans got in the office in order to fight for us. He laid the foundation for that shit. I can pop my shit and say that as a rapper. You know what I mean? It's shit that motherfuckers are able to do that my grandfather did this. So the foundation was laid on how to have black wealth and obtain it. You just gotta wanna know. See what them folks did with us. They had a whole plan and an objective. Look at my. They had a whole plan. Knew this motherfucker finna come. They had a whole objective to where we finna let these do what they do. But right when them get to the check, see what them don't know, that ain't no money. That ain't no money they playing with. We got a whole nother bag. See, it's a level. Y'all just on the 3rd level of Mario. We on the 9th, nigga. Prince is in the castle. You getting that little bit of cool money that you ain't never seen, because you got to think we wasn't taught wealth. We wasn't taught generational wealth. But what we was taught, we took our culture, and our culture was going to create generational wealth. This the up thing about all our culture. When you come in a black neighborhood, when segregation was ended, The worst thing we could have ever did was felt like we needed to be a part of what they was doing. That strike one that fucked us up. Because you got to think then, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, the only families that were together and the most married people in the United States
was the black
family.
Yep.
We introduced everybody to Cadillac because Cadillac during the Great Depression was failing. Wasn't putting their money in banks. We can go right to the motherfucking dealership and cash the fuck out. Because our money wasn't in their banks. So what they needed to do, they needed to infiltrate our communities and get us to spend money. That's what a lot of motherfuckers don't know. See, these motherfuckers that ran the banks, our money was never in them banks.
Yeah, my grandmother was under the mattress.
Think about it.
What
they needed to do, we needed to create a and put a in front of these black folks and tell these black folks,
go to the bank.
Nah, no, we need to eat with y'all. We need to come together. Chinese people ain't never teach motherfuckers. We need to go fuck with the niggas. We need to go fuck with the Jews.
White people, yeah.
We need to go fuck with these Mexicans. They don't never teach. We need to go fuck with them. We need to go fuck with them. Indians. We need to go fuck with them. We need to go fuck with them. We need to fuck with them.
You see,
they don't do none of that. We the only motherfuckers in the black community own nothing. You want to know what our thriving business is in the black community? It's a church on every motherfucking corner. They gave us that in the slave quarters. That's the only business we know. That's why when you go in a black neighborhood, the only successful black business is a church. So we said it like pimping. But when you see the Chinamans, what the Chinese people do, they come to the hood. These don't even know about the grease that they put in their head. They don't know about the white t-shirts they put on their body. They don't know about the weave. Everything that we use cosmetically, them motherfuckers have turned $1 on it, and we make no money off that shit.
Sell it right to us.
You will put, them don't use none of that shit that we use. They don't even have melanin in their body. Their body gonna reject all that shit that they selling us. But we will go to them, and it'll be a black beauty supply right there. We won't with it.
Not at all.
Because by design, we not doing that.
We got to with other people.
When you go in an Asian neighborhood, you're going to see an Asian bank, an Asian grocery store,
WOORI,
an Asian motherfucking gas station. You go in a Mexican neighborhood, Mexican store, Mexican restaurant, Mexican everything. Indian this, Mediterranean this. You go in the neighborhood, everybody out
Chinese food,
selling everything.
Pizza.
Chinaman's selling you oxtails right now and collard greens.
You know what somebody said about a Chinaman, and I never realized this? They're the only ethnicity that can go anywhere in the world and it doesn't look weird. You never hear a black person.
Who made them motherfuckers? We did,
yeah,
but keep going.
But think about it. You never seen a person say, what's a Chinese person doing here?
Well, do you know everything that they just seen from DEI to everything in the civil rights movement and everything? They just passed the bill for them motherfuckers to have more rights than on American soil.
They get the money.
The fight fixed, man. And we still getting fixed, but you know what we doing? We influencing kids to not even be able to have a seat in the office. We not influencing judges. We not influencing doctors. We want to entertain. Run, jump, shut the fuck up.
Rap, nigga. Rap.